Hi, I'm John, and this is the Joshua Tree Echo that I built for my friend Chris Stelloh of the band Miss Shevaughn and Yuma Wray. He is Mr. Yuma Wray. It's 3 circuits in one. The first one is the 1776 Multiplex Echo machine, and I did a demo of this a little earlier. All the controls are the same, had 2 heads, a repeats control mix, and a mode that goes between Echoplex, Roland Space Echo, and Vincent Echo Rec modes. The only thing I changed was Chris wanted a oscillation switch, so when you hold down the momentary over here, it does infinite repeats or oscillating repeats, depending on where the repeats knob itself is set. Originally the Multiplex had a tape detune switch, but Chris didn't want that. The second thing in here is a 1776 rub-a-dub reverb, really simple, just one knob for reverb, and I also did a little bit of a demo of this in the Multiplex video. The third thing in there is a Madbean Fatpants. I did it on perf board. I just put the gain control and the switch that controls whether it's a mid-range boost or a full-range boost on the circuit board itself, and then just made the external control the output volume. So it goes from unity around 9 or 10 o'clock to quite a bit of boost, and doesn't distort on its own. The other thing I did was all of the audio circuits are on all the time. The only thing the bypass switch bypasses is the echo line itself. So you can, so that's with all of the audio circuits on at once. And when you flip the switch, but it's wired for tails, so when you flip the switch off, the repeats don't die right away. Also, since the reverb is on all the time, completely dry signals with the reverb knob all the way down, and it goes, gets pretty wet with it turned all the way up. And this is the short Belton reverb brick, so it's actually pretty close to my amp's reverb. That's the amp. That's the Belton. Pretty close. A little bit different tonality, and you can sort of hear distinct repeats with the Belton brick, but overall pretty good. That's my kitty. So again, I did another video of the Multiplex, so I'm not really gonna get too deep into the controls here because I didn't change a whole lot. I'm just gonna play a little bit, and then I'll stick it on the floor and play with the infinite repeats control. And here's a quick demo of the oscillation switch. I'm just going to have to describe what I'm doing because I don't have a tripod for my camera. This is with the repeats knob at 0. So normally that's 1 repeat. And if you hold the oscillation switch, I'm in EP3 mode right now. So this is pretty much infinite non-oscillating repeats. This is with the echo line actually bypassed now. So you can play over a chord. And it will oscillate eventually. Okay. This is in the RE201 mode. So right now, let me find a good setting on the heads. So 1, 2, 3. And then if you hold the oscillation repeats, these dissolve a bit quicker. And the trim cock can be adjusted so that this will oscillate a little differently. But you can hear that it definitely carries on a lot quicker than 1, 2, 3. Let me turn the mix up a little bit still. But if you nudge the repeats up a little bit, still 1, 2, 3, but now it oscillates a little bit more. So sometimes it just requires a little bit of adjustment with the repeats knob because the modes are different, so there wasn't really an absolutely perfect setting. And you can hear too that the echo rec mode oscillates a lot more like the EP3 mode. So that climbs a little quicker. This is with the repeats again at 0. And this is with the repeats at noon. And part of it is just how long the delay is between the repeats. This is the EP3 mode again. So the way I've got it set right now, it's about 10 repeats before the volume actually gets much above where it originally started. And again, I could adjust it down a little bit, but I was trying to find a happy medium between all 3 modes, and this was about the best place I could really find. I could make the EP3 mode and echo rec mode behave a little more with lots of repeats normally, and not get out of control when you hit the switch. But really, there's no perfect way to do an oscillation switch in what's basically an analog circuit. I mean, it's a digital chip, but. It's more like the sustain pedal on a piano. So it only really grabs whatever current chord you're in. there we go. That's my Joshua Tree Echo, and if you're curious about all of the mods and how I implemented them, I posted a pretty thorough build report in the 1776 effects corner of the Madbean forums. There's also pictures and just a general description up on the website. So I hope you've enjoyed the demo, and I really hope Chris enjoys his pedal when he gets it. I'm going to mail it off tomorrow to him, but he insisted I do a demo. He also wanted me to wear a cowboy hat, but I don't own one. And, but there we go. Thanks for watching.